Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd, and today is July 5th, Friday, 2024. And as you see from the headlines, Phil Godlewski, intelligence officer, he must have beyond top secret clearance, wouldn't you say? All this intel he seems to be leaking. Let's go take a look at that, folks, and see what it is, see what it's all about. I really want you guys to understand who Phil Godlewski is and what type of security clearance he actually has. Because, when you're high up in the intelligence community for the United States of America and you leak intel, well, things happen. Let me get everything clear over here. All right. Now, as I mentioned, the biggest intelligent leaks in U.S. history, right? Let's see what happens to these people who leak intelligence. Wow, here we go. This is Jack Teixeira, 21-year employee with the Massachusetts Air National Guard's intelligence wing for allegedly leaking highly sensitive documents to the internet. Hmm. Hmm. Really? Keep going. The Pentagon Papers. Daniel Ellsberg. Most of you don't remember this. Is before your time, but we'll continue. NSA leaks. Everybody knows who Eric Snowden or Edward Snowden is, right? Leaked a tranche of intelligence documents to The Guardian and Washington Post showing that the U.S. government was illegally collecting citizens' phone data. The documents revealed the inner workings of the secretive National Security Agency, one of the primary U.S. intelligence agencies. They also shed a significant light on the secretive data collection actions taken by governments around the world, including U.S. allies like UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Chelsea Manning and WikiLeaks. In 2010, Chelsea Manning, then a soldier and analyst for the U.S. Army, began sharing thousands of classified documents with WikiLeaks. The organization, then led by Julian Assange, was dedicated to publishing secret documents provided to the media. Reality winner case. Hello. Hello.
I'm calling from Healthcare Solution. How are you doing?
Healthcare Solutions, huh? Are you a contractee with the healthcare marketplace?
So yeah, I just calling you to provide the free subsidies.
No, you didn't. You're not answering. Hey, hon, whoa, whoa. You're not answering my question. Are you a contractee with healthcare marketplace? I'm going to be so kind as to tell you to fuck off and put me on your do not call list. And I said that live on air. Of course I did. I already talked to the healthcare marketplace earlier today regarding all my spam calls that I get. So anyway, here, let's get back to this. In 2017, former Air Force member and NSA translator, reality winner, was arrested and charged for providing classified report to news website The Intercept. The document detailed one of Russia's efforts to interfere with the 2016 U.S. presidential election by employing a phishing scheme against local election officials. Okay, and we can continue. These are just some of the top ones, okay, that made worldwide headlines. So, if you think for 1 second that Phil Godlewski has some type of intelligence connection with the United States government to leak intel on social media, you need to get slapped the fuck awake because you're an idiot. I can't put it any clearer, folks. If you follow Phil Godlewski, and I'm fixing to profile everything about him, you're a fucking moron. You're stupid. You're an idiot. Okay? I'm calling you out because I can do that because I'm Fearless Floyd. because I just did a little posting over at Mike Barra. If you don't know who Mike Barra is, he's a UFO and alien author. So I was over in his Telegram room. And remember, it's a badge of honor when you get kicked out of a room because you're in the wrong room, because you're smarter than everybody else. Because when you post questions or post statements that get you kicked out of a social media platform room, you're asking the right questions. So apparently one of his little moderators or administrators, or even Mike himself, has an issue with me posting the truth about Phil Godlewski. Here we go again with another healthcare marketplace call. Hello, can I help you? One more time. Do you know how to speak English? All right, one more time. Can you talk? Did God give you the gift of speech? These fucking morons. I have to answer them because I expect calls from you guys. So I got to take these spam callers. So again, do you really think that Phil's giving you sound information? The United States government does not like intel leaks. They put him in prison. So what has old Phil Godlewski done? So after I got kicked out, I just went and looked. And I found this case. The plaintiff, Philip Godlewski. Who is he suing? He is suing Nick Alvear of Good Lion Films. Okay? If y'all don't know who Nick Alvear is, Nick was classified as the doobie smoker in the January 6th Capitol get together. So that's who Nick is. He went to jail. He got on probation, federal probation, and he's over there doing his documentaries. Well, he doesn't go after scammers, but however, apparently something triggered in Nick, and Nick decided he wanted to profile Phil Godlewski and did an excellent documentary on him. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage each and every one of you to go over to Rumble and go to Good Lion Films or goodlionfilms.tv and check out Nick and Nick's work. Very impressive. And if you're watching this video, or if anybody that is friends with Nick, I'm listening to the Stones, Mick, hey, I know you filed it. Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but this is what you need to do. Okay. You got discovery. You need a forensic accounting of all Phil's bank accounts, financial institution accounts, and real estate portfolio. If you can get all that and try to get his tax returns, guess what? Bye-bye, Phil Godlewski. So anyway, this was filed February 28th, 2024, several months ago. Here's the case number. If y'all want to go look this up, it was filed in the Middle District Court of Pennsylvania. Here's the judge, Julia Mulney. So she's going to love it when she hears that Phil's a convicted pedophile who groomed a 16-year-old girl whose boyfriend had just committed suicide. Phil was the high school baseball coach who mentored her, took her under his wing, and then groomed her as his sexual partner. So assault, libel, and slander. Okay. I don't know where the assault comes in at because I'm pretty sure these two have never met face to face. And he's citing personal injury. Plaintiff, here's the amended complaint, which I will get to. But here's some of the brief filings. Okay. And this is Justia. So, of course, as you know, right, I have a Pacer account. Fine potheads. Godlewski. Pedo. And we do a search and boom, here they are. This is Phil. He sued this one. Here, let's go look at this one. We'll go to history and documents. Run query. Godlewski versus Geary or Geary, however you want to pronounce that. This was filed December 29th, 2021. It was terminated almost a year later to the day. Here's the complaint. We can read it. You want to go read it? Let's go read the complaint. Let's go see what Phil's bitching about. This costs me money every time I do this, folks. So I'm not doing this for free. It's come out of my own pocket. All right. Philip Godlewski, 115 Huckleberry Lane, Duryea, Pennsylvania. You don't put addresses on here, but anyway, Jeanette Joy Geary. She's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Civil action complaint. Plaintiff Philip Godlewski by and through his undersigned counsel, Coleman Law PC, hereby avers as follows. Introduction. Plaintiff has initiated the instant action to redress malicious and unfounded accusations made by Jeanette Geary concerning plaintiff's conduct and reputation. The slander by Geary, which was broadcast across the year to thousands of her followers, accuses Mr. Godlewski of heading a criminal conspiracy to scam the elderly by fraudulently persuading them and others over 50 years of age to pay him money by cashing in their 401ks. Geary, having decided that Mr. Godlewski is a criminal engaging in unlawful practice, has put a complaint form to the Pennsylvania Attorney General on her website for the sole purpose of facilitating bogus complaints about Mr. Godlewski. Defendant has even implied that because she is such a threat to Mr. Godlewski, he or his henchmen will physically assault her to shut her up. I wouldn't doubt that for a minute. Defendant has warranted that her accusations are true. They are not. Plaintiff's reputation and business have been brought into disrepute. The acts of defendant are so serious and so damaging that plaintiff has filed a preliminary injunction as count 2 of the complaint. Plaintiff a motion for preliminary injunction. Man, that is whoever wrote this is horrible. You have an awful attorney or paralegal. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. You know why this is just a bunch of blah, 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 blah? Timothy Coleman, Esquire. You put your name on this, Timothy? This is garbage, bro. This is trash. Take it from somebody who's published. Stupid motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, that's Nicholas. Let's go back over here. I'm going to go back again. And one more time. And we're going to go down here. What is this? Order dismissing case. Notice of voluntary dismissal. Huh. Who filed a voluntary dismissal? Let's go look. Let's go look. Let's go look. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Notice of voluntary dismissal without prejudice or conditions pursuant to Federal Rule Civil Procedure 41. Plaintiff Phil Godlewski by and through his undersigned counsel, Coleman Law PC, hereby request voluntary dismissal without prejudice or conditions of the filed complaint against Jeanette Joy Geary and avers as follows. Plaintiff filed his defamation complaint against the above captioned defendant. Plaintiff then attempted to serve complaint on defendant at various addresses where he believed defendant resided, despite significant efforts, including those of a private detective. Plaintiff has been able to locate the address of the defendant. This honorable court issued an order show cause to plaintiff on October 17th, 2022, to respond within 10 days as to why the action should not be dismissed for failure to prosecute. Plaintiff filed a response to the order to show cause on October 27, 2022, outlining his attempts to locate defendant requesting extra time to effect service. Since then, despite his efforts, plaintiffs have been able to locate any accurate residential address at which service can be made. Due to this difficulty and the drain on judicial time, plaintiff moves to voluntarily dismiss this action without prejudice. Wherefore, the reasons set forth above, plaintiff respectfully requests that this court dismiss this complaint without prejudice. Wow. Timothy, you put your name on that. Let's go see what the court did. What did the court do? What did they do? Order dismissing case. Well, y'all ready? Ready for this? I just love doing this stuff. I love exposing liars because we have a liar on our hand, folks, and his name is Phil Godlewski. Order. And now, this 8th day of December 2022, upon consideration of plaintiff's notice of voluntary dismissal without prejudice or conditions, filed pursuant to Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 41A1A1I, it is hereby ordered that this case is dismissed without prejudice. The clerk is directed to close the case. Robert D. Marini. And you see this signature right here. That is called a facsimile signature, and that is legal, Texas, as well as on the federal level. So that case got dismissed, right? What do we have over here? We have Phil Godlewski against Eduardo Nicolas Alvira Gonzalez, a.k.a. Alvira Gonzalez Eduardo Nicolas, a.k.a. Nicolas Alvir, and Good Lion TV LLC defendants. First amended complaint. Plaintiff Phil Godlewski, hereinafter referred to as plaintiff or Godlewski by and through his undersigned counsel, Coleman Law. Here we go with these clowns again. You should have got with another law firm, bro. This instant action arises out from defendants' continued defamatory, malicious publications and verbal declarations via social media concerning Mr. Godlewski. Beginning on or around December 24th, 2023, and continuing to the present day, defendants have asserted as true, false, defamatory, and malicious misinformation about plaintiff via social media platforms. Hold on. Defendants have asserted as true, false, bro. What you got going on here? Wow. Like I said, man, this guy can't write for shit. Plaintiff via social media platforms, which include but are not limited to Rumble, Telegram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Specifically, defendants have and continue to assert that plaintiff is a convicted pedophile, a fraud, a sexual groomer of minors, and that he had a sexual relationship with a girl when she was only 15 years old and he was 25 years old. That, my folks, is a true freaking statement. You know why? We'll just go right over here. Here. Rolling Stone magazine, Phil Godlewski. Boom. Right here, Rolling Stone. Right here. QAnon influencer sues newspaper. Gets exposed as alleged child predator. Phil Godlewski's lawsuit against a Pennsylvania paper wound up revealing how he groomed a 15-year-old girl for sex. The Daily Beast reports by Nikki McCann Ramirez. Okay, and this is November 30th, 2022. QAnon leader Phil Godlewski accidentally outed himself as an alleged child predator after filing a defamation lawsuit against a local paper that exposed old court records to public scrutiny, according to a report from the Daily Beast. Despite Godlewski and QAnon's obsessive fixation with the pedophile cabals running the government, it seems that in this case that the call is coming from inside the house. In 2010, Godlewski was charged as a result of his relationship with a 15-year-old girl, identified in records as BD. According to police records and testimony of the victim, Godlewski began a sexual relationship with the girl in 2008 when Godlewski was 25 and working as a high school basketball coach, that's actually baseball coach, near Scranton, Pennsylvania. BD reportedly stopped cooperating with law enforcement after Godlewski threatened suicide, and Godlewski ultimately pleaded guilty to charges of corruption of a minor and served 3 months of house arrest. By 2021, Godlewski had established himself as a major figure within the QAnon world and was raking in cash, hawking multi-level marketing schemes to his thousands of followers. Godlewski reportedly purchased a $1.7 million mansion using funds this year. Okay, and he's continued to build upon his real estate portfolio on the backs of you guys' life savings that you are purchasing precious metals, double spot price. That double spot price, that above the spot price, that's all going in Phil's pocket, folks. Y'all are paying for his legal defense. Y'all are paying for his cars, his lifestyle, his vacations, his real estate portfolios, his boats, his trips. Y'all doing a great job. Y'all keep up the good work. And when you get your RV money and you send it back to Phil again, thinking you're going to get more money and you get played and turn him into a billionaire, yeah, you'll think back on Fearless Floyd in this video that I created that you totally ignored. Okay. If y'all want to read this article, go read it yourself. Why didn't Phil Godlewski sue the Daily Beast? Why didn't Phil Godlewski sue the Rolling Stone? Why? Why, folks? He can't, because he'll lose, just like he got exposed. Okay, so back to the Nick Alvear amended complaint. Okay. Number 4, despite these unfounded and untrue allegations, unfounded and untrue, I just proved it is true. The defendants have and continue to assert them as truth by publishing countless posts and videos on social media platforms. Defendants, with the help of other supporters, compiled this untrue and unfounded information concerning plaintiff on or about February 9th, 2024, released a documentary titled The Greatest Fraud on Earth, the Phil Godlewski Story. If you have not watched this at Good Lion Films TV, I encourage each and every one of you to go read it or go watch it and listen to it. And then you will see what the facts really are. Okay, I'm not making any of this up. How come Phil, when I begged him to sue me, when all this was going on between him and Phil and the other guy, was it Philosophical or something on Rumble, those guys, and I told him, sue me, please sue me, please, 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 please sue me. I know what to do. I know how to handle myself in a courtroom, bro. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to lace you. Y'all see that? How you doing?
Individual at Hayes County Law Enforcement Center. Our records show you do not have an account or enough funds to complete this call. To pay for just this call using your credit or debit card, please press 1. To decline this call, press 4.
Oh, God, here we go. Who's in jail?
19 cents per minute, plus any applicable federal, state, and local taxes, plus a one-time
Hang on a minute.
fee of 3, plus third-party pass-through fees of 50 cents. You will only be charged the per-minute rate for the amount of time you were on the phone. If you do not want to connect this call, but would like to fund an account to pay for future calls, please hang up and dial 800-84.
All right, I am unmuted and I did not take that call, but as always, I swear to tell truth, whole truth, nothing but truth, so help me God. Phil, can you do that in your videos? Probably not. Let's get back to the show, folks. Oh, I was so rudely interrupted. Defendants advertised their documentary on at least 3 different highway billboards in Pennsylvania, on a mobile billboard that drove around the Scranton area, on an airplane that flew a banner over the Scranton area, in digital advertisements at the Scranton airport, and they distributed flyers in and around Scranton and advertised the documentary on Scranton radio station Froggy 101. Badass Nick Alvear. Defendants' relentless smear campaign of libel continues daily on all media fronts, causing irreparable harm to plaintiff's reputation. Impugning his credibility and causing him and his family severe emotional distress, putting him and his family in imminent danger of physical harm and adversely affecting his employment. I don't see that happening at all. I see him on vacation, having fun, cruising around with his wife, flipping y'all the bird, calling y'all suckers. Thank you for paying for everything. Yeah, that's what y'all are doing. Parties. Mr. Godlewski is a private citizen, an adult individual, and a citizen of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, residing at 1235 Lantern Hill Road, Shavertown, Pennsylvania, Luzerne County. There you go. So y'all want to know where Phil lives? Y'all want to go visit him? There you go. For purposes of this complaint, Mr. Godlewski is a public figure by virtue of his large social media platform. Hold on. What did you just say? Would you just call him up here? A private citizen. But yet you tell he's a public figure. Make up your mind. This is what I tell you, okay? How attorneys are fucking dumb fucking idiots. Okay? You just called him a public figure, yet you call him a private citizen. Make up your mind. He's one or the other. He can't be both. Sorry, brother. You need to go read your Black's Law Dictionary and probably be wise to invest in a good dictionary of the English language. Fucking idiot attorneys. Defendant Eduardo Nicholas Alvider Gonzalez, a.k.a. Alvider Gonzalez, Eduardo Nicholas Alvier. That's not it. It's Nick Alvier. That would be his alias. Is a private individual and a citizen of Tennessee, who, upon information belief, resides at 905 Clay Street, 308 Nashville, Tennessee, is also the owner and or chief executive officer of Good Lion TV, LLC. Defendant Good Lion TV, LLC is a limited liability corporation incorporated in Wyoming and January 17th, 2022, with company number blah, 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 blah. Registered agent is Cloud Peak Law, whose primary address is in Wyoming. Jurisdiction and venue, what. And this just goes through a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, talking about venue. So jurisdiction, we went to venue. Matter exceeds $75,000. Factual background. On or about May 24, 21, Mr. Godlewski filed a defamation lawsuit against the Scranton Times and Chris Kelly in the Lackawanna County Court of Common Pleas. A true and correct copy of the complaint is attached, incorporated hereto as Exhibit G. Specifically, Chris Kelly, Hernandez Kelly, wrote an article that published in Scranton Times, which accused Mr. Godlewski of having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old pursuant to a criminal matter that occurred in 2011. The defendants in that case wrote and published false statements, including but not limited to Mr. Godlewski having a sexual relationship with a minor, and implied that Mr. Godlewski was convicted of statutory rape. The allegations asserted and so published were false and unfounded, since Mr. Godlewski was never convicted of having a sexual relationship with a minor. But he did have a sexual relationship with a minor. Doesn't matter whether he was convicted or not. She was underage. He groomed her after her boyfriend committed suicide. Go read the story. Took advantage of a young girl at her most vulnerable part of her entire life. That's who Phil Godlewski is. He's a fucking predator. Not only is he a sexual predator, he's a financial predator. He's greedy. He's a grifter. He's a liar. I'm saying all that. You know why? Because if he sues me, first thing I'm asking for, the first thing I'm asking for in discovery is a forensic accounting of every one of his financial institution accounts and his real estate holdings. And I want to know where all that money came from. And I'm going to find out. And I will get it all. Wait till I get him on a deposition. Wait till I get him on interrogatories. I won't hire an attorney to represent myself because I'm mentally competent to handle my own affairs when I need to handle my own affairs. When I need to sub it out to somebody to handle it for me, that's when I hire an attorney or a law firm to do it for me. But until that time, I can plenty handle my own affairs, Phil. So again, please sue me. You ain't got the balls, okay? And I will hold you accountable. I will take you to the mat, bro. I will pin you down. I will make your attorney look like a fucking moron time and time again. So, yeah, get there, boy. Well, I got to tell you, and if you just want to have fun, okay, you're more than welcome. I pay for round trip airfare, transportation, meals, lodging. Bring your gloves and mouthpiece and meet me at LA Fitness at Hollister and Tidwell. We can go over there in the little old hardwood floor and we can have some fun. We can go however, you want to go 10-second rounds, you want to go 30-second rounds, 60-second rounds, 90-second rounds, 2-minute rounds, 3-minute rounds, however many rounds you want to go. And then whoever walks out of there, the best man walks out of their best man. And we're going to do it live on YouTube. That's my offer to everybody, all my trolls, my haters. And you know what? Not one person has ever taken me up on my offer. Not one. Why? Because not only do they know that they're wrong, but they know when they get here, oh, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. Because you're not hiding in your mommy's basement playing Mr. Keyboard Warrior, talking shit to everybody, and then going and hiding in your bedroom. That's not how I roll, bro. You better do some research about me. Find out who I am. I don't play. I'm Fearless Floyd for a reason. You're pedo Phil for a reason. Pedophile Phil. You earned that. You got that. Deservingly so. So don't sit here and try to brush it off like it doesn't apply. You did that to yourself, sir. It's like I made myself a convicted felon. I did that to myself. I don't push that responsibility on anybody else. I'm not suing anybody who's claiming that I'm a convicted felon because it's the fucking truth. Why would I hide behind my past? It made me who I am today, brother. That's why I'm out here exposing people like yourself. Because you're trash, you're garbage, you're a pariah upon society. You should be locked up forever in solitary confinement. You should have zero communications with anybody outside in the world. Defendants in this instant, they should put you in a shoe, in a BOP. Defendants in this instant action have extracted portions of the litigation record involving Kelly and ST, whoever ST is, including but not limited to the production of documents, deposition testimony, and other materials mostly not publicly available, and misconstrued selected portions to create the false impression and narrative that plaintiff engaged in sex with a minor. Plaintiff engaged in sex with a minor. There's no ifs and buts about that. In doing so, defendants have initiated a campaign across numerous social media outlets wherein defendant Alvear refers to plaintiff as, among countless other names, as a pedo, pedophile, fraudster, grifter, criminal, and convicted pedophile. I second that. Third it, fourth it, fifth it, whatever it takes. It's the absolute truth. Defendant Alvear has and continues to appear on numerous podcasts featured on Rumble, which were subsequently shared on other platforms. In these podcasts, he attempts to educate his followers by analyzing the pleadings, the respective supporting documents in the case involving Kelly and ST. Defendant Alvear is neither a legal professional nor an attorney. Okay. He's making a determination on Nick's knowledge. Well, okay. You want to come up against a legal professional that's probably done more litigation than you're going to do in your entire career? And I did it in a short 12 years. Come on, boy. I got you. I will not only countersue Phil, I'll countersue the law firm for continuing criminal enterprise, a RICO. Oh, yeah. If you're supporting him, you're part of it. You know the truth. What's your name? Mr. Holman? Where are you at down here? You're way down here. Y'all wasted all that paper. Mobile billboard. Oh, this is all the evidence. Oh, y'all put all this in here? Lots of questions about billboards before I get to that. 2 weeks of radio. Man, thanks, Mick. Man, you're awesome. Yeah, here's the rolling billboard. But of course, none of this is true. It's all false. It's made up. Dr. Z, that's the other guy. Philosophy. Here's the banner on the plane. Here's the video. The greatest fraud on earth. From poor to rich to busted. He's busted, all right. This is the airport in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And these are, see it right there. Welcome back home, pedo fuck. All the way to Pennsylvania, there's a billboard. Well, they put the evidence in here. Ah, there it is again. So awesome. Oh, Timothy Bowers wrote this for Tim Coleman. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. How do y'all sleep at night? Oh, that's right. Y'all go to the bar and get plastered and then go home and sleep. Just like they do here in Houston at the Char Bar. All you defense attorneys and appellate attorneys, because y'all do such a shitty job and fuck people over that y'all got to go drink yourselves to sleep. That must suck. But I know you don't have a problem spending all that money. Although defendant Nick Alvear, as a journalist, has a conditional First Amendment privilege concerning what they publish, Alvear abused that privilege by printing countless falsehoods and misrepresentations about Mr. Godlewski. Really? You think so? So what was so false? How come we don't see Rolling Stone and the Daily Beast in this? Huh? What's up, Phil? What's up, pedo? Pedo Phil! Would y'all like to go? Continue? Motion to schedule oral arguments on defendants. Motion to dismiss plaintiff's first amended complaint. Rothberg and Campbell. Hereby move the Honorable Court schedule oral argument on their motion to dismiss plaintiff's first amended complaint. Now, did you see what this guy did? I hereby move, request, I'm asking for a favor from this court to schedule oral arguments because we want to be heard. We want a hearing to hear our motion to dismiss plaintiff's first amended complaint. Okay. When I tell you folks, y'all want to play the paper terrorist game, all that sovereign citizen paperwork, y'all keep sending into the court. And, before you know it, you've got, this 12-inch stack of paper that y'all filed in the court. And never once have you notified the court that you wanted to be heard. Never once did you actually appear in court to be heard. You think your paper is going to do the talking for you. Let me break it to you, folks. Your paper is not going to do anything for you. It's going to go sit in a file. That's it. The court may, upon its own volition, within 120 days, because after 120 days, the motion is denied by operation of law because it's a ministerial act. I'm breaking this down to you. This is actually real structural law. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just telling you how the structure of the law process works. So whenever you file something, a motion, right? Motion, because you're asking for a favor, you better ask to be heard. Otherwise, you just file a piece of paper somewhere. You might as well just take that piece of paper right out of your printer and drop it right in your shredder or right in your trash can. It's probably going to have the same effect. Now, if the court has time and they're, they got a little lull or something, the clerk may, hey, judge, we just got these motions in. You want to adjudicate them? And the judge will be like, okay, this is a motion for blah, 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 blah. What do they want? The prayer for relief. Okay. Denied. Next. They want a motion for discovery. Okay, granted. And they might do that. just on their own volition. They don't have to have people present for those particular types of motion. There's no argument nor authorities. It's just cut and dried. Yeah, I'll grant that favor. On April 25th, 2024, plaintiff filed his first amendment complaint in the incident matter where he attaches several exhibits purportedly showing the volume of wrongful conduct on behalf of defendants. On May 10th, my 22nd, so birthday. Thank you very much. On May 10th, 2024, defendants, through undersigned counsel, timely filed their motion to dismiss plaintiff's first amendment complaint in whole, in part, and, if granted, in part, motion to dismiss remaining claims for lack of jurisdiction and a brief in support thereof, collectively, the motion to dismiss. Defendant's motion to dismiss seeks dismissal of all or part of plaintiff's first amendment complaint for failure to state claims for release may be granted pursuant to Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 12B6, based on the ostensibly wrongful publications of 110 statements by defendants and purported causes of injury to plaintiff. Okay, because everything they said is true. It's all true. Okay, this is just a bunch of back and forth shit. And believe me, all you followers of Pedo Phil, you're paying for this. You're paying for this lawsuit. You're paying for the law firm to file this garbage. This is going to be dismissed with prejudice as malicious and frivolous and failure to state a claim pursuant to Rule 12B6. Watch. Think I'm wrong? Mark my words. Mark this video, save it. And then when the time comes, pull back up and go, oh, man, Fearless was right again. I know. Sucks being right all the time. But remember, I've litigated, so I understand what's going on. And we covered this one where he voluntarily dismissed it. And he's going to get slapped around again. Oh, my God. What is this, Floyd? What the hell is this? Philip Godlewski, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Aliases: Philip Godlewski, Philip John Godlewski, Philip J. Godlewski. Born 6/26/1983. Oh, Phil, you just had a birthday. Well, unhappy belated birthday to you. He's a male. He has green eyes, brown hair, and he's white. Case is closed. Lackawanna. Here's the case number. Sentenced, penalty imposed. Arrest 7/10/2010. Oh, we have the similar arrest date. Mine goes back to 2002. Disposition date, November 12, 2010. Disposition judge, Carolio Vito P. Defense attorney, Timothy Coleman. So this guy's just an all-around defense attorney. He does everything. He does defamation, libel, slander, criminal defense. He's a bad boy. Let me tell you, folks, when you get an attorney who thinks he can handle every field of law, you got the wrong attorney. You better go get you one that specifically stays in one lane. You got a personal injury attorney, then he should be dealing with everything that deals with personal injury. You have a criminal defense attorney, just criminal defense, not criminal defense and personal injury and tax law and immigration law. That's not the attorney you want. So this tells me right there, somebody hired the wrong law firm or the wrong attorney. All right, so here we go. Let's go. Here's the sequence date. Here's the statutes involved. Okay, there's the sentencing date, the sentencing type, the grade of the offense, the description of the offense, the program period, sentence length, and disposition. Guilty plea. What is this? Corruption of a minor, misdemeanor 1. Y'all can go look this up. Y'all want to look it up? We'll look it up right now. Boom. Make sure I got the right one. 186301, sections A1. Corruption of minors. Corruption of minors. 6301, and it was what? Capital A1? There's not going to be a capital A1. Told you. It's little a. I know my law, folks. A1. except as provided in subparagraph 2, which is right here. Whoever, that would be Phil, being of the age of 18 years and upwards, he was 25, by an act corrupts or tends to corrupt the morals of any minor less than 18 years of age, or who aids, abets, entices, or encourage any such minor with in the commission of any crime, or who knowingly assists or encourage such minor in violating his or her parole or any order of the court, commits a misdemeanor of the first degree. So if he had sex with an underage girl, well, yeah, they just got this dropped down. It was his first offense. But he's guilty. He pled guilty. He didn't get sentenced to guilt. Got 3 months confinement. There's a felony. And they dropped all these. They dropped 1, 2, 3, 4 felonies and a misdemeanor. Wow, it was Phil's lucky day. Here's another one. Tampering with records. Guilty plea. Tampering with records. Bad checks. I'm not saying, he's a bad guy for breaking the law, but you're a bad guy when you take advantage of an underage girl whose boyfriend just committed suicide just to groom her to have sex and have a sexual relationship with her. That's Phil Godlewski, folks. That's who you're dealing with. Old pedophile Phil. And remember, this is what happens to people who leak real bona fide intelligence in the United States of America. Okay? Where's Eric Snowden or Edward Snowden? Where's Julian Assange? Where's Chelsea Manning? Those people went to prison. If not, they had to flee the country. I tell you, folks, Phil Godlewski is a convicted sex offender, okay, because he corrupted a minor. And I just showed you that he got some stuff dropped. So he got the lesser included charge. Good for him. Good for his attorney at the time. But since then, he has turned into a career criminal. He's running a RICO, racketeering influenced corrupt organization, in cahoots with whatever precious metal company that he has. And he's going to get his just desserts. Y'all watch. I promise you guys, it's coming. And with that, I'll bid you adieu. And thank you. I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful July 4th. And I hope your weekend brings you much happiness. Peace in the Middle East. Somebody come save the world. You can like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment below. If you don't like the video, don't like me, don't like Phil Godlewski, hey, man, give me a thumbs down. I mean, I'm not tripping. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to do what I do and talk my shit. And I can't be stopped. You want to shut me up? Beat me up. Because it doesn't matter where I'm at. I still have a voice. I still have a mind. I still have eyes. I still have ears. I still have a mouth. And they function very well. Try me. The Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. The Fearless Floyd Show across every social media platform. Go find me over on Telegram. And if you want a trust class, trust book, P.O. Box class, lawyer class, want to learn something, go to my website.